Welcome to the Story Behind the Hymn with Faye Wheeler. This is Season 4, Episode 1.
William Longstaff, born in 1822, never considered himself a hymn writer. In fact, Take Time to Be Holy may have been the only poem he ever wrote. He was the son of a wealthy ship merchant. As treasurer of his church, William gave liberally to Christian causes. When evangelists Dwight Moody and Ira Sankey came to England, he supported their ministry financially, and he also wrote reports of their crusade meetings for the Christian newspapers. A few years after those meetings, William heard a sermon with the text, "Be ye holy, for I am holy," 1 Peter 1:6, and he wrote down what holiness meant to him. His poem appeared in a Christian newspaper in 1882 and was quickly forgotten by most. But years later, gospel composer George Stebbins, born 1846, was in India, leading music for evangelistic services there. He remembered this poem when he was asked if he knew any good hymns about living a holy life. He retrieved the newspaper clipping he had saved, the one that had William's poem written on it. He then set that poem to music. It became this hymn. For your reflection, read the words on the screen as the piano plays, "Take Time to Be Holy."
to The Story Behind the Hymn with Faye Wheeler. We'll be back after these brief messages.
This is a lousy place to work.
Mary, you are being a grumpy diva this morning. Eat a Snickers. Much better.
Stories, interviews, music, news, mission. Stories, interviews, music, news, mission. Stories, interviews, music, news, mission. Aunt Betty's studio is producing stories, interviews, music, news, and mission messages. It is a new and exciting avenue for opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond. For all creative types, there are opportunities to get their projects out to the world. For all technical types, there are prospects for learning new skills and gear. For students, it solves the logistical issue of how to get community service hours. There is something for everyone. Aunt Betty's Studio is a ministry of First Presbyterian Church, Carson City. Stories, interviews, music, news, mission. You get it all from Aunt Betty's Studio.
Welcome back to The Story Behind the Hymn with Faye Wheeler.
Today we are talking about Near to the Heart of God. Dr. Cleland McAfee is author of this hymn. He was a Presbyterian minister and choir director of the Presbyterian congregation at Park College, Parkville, Missouri. A wonderful song was born out of a tragedy. It took place in the early 1900s when McAfee suffered the loss of 2 infant nieces to diphtheria. They died within 24 hours of each other. The double catastrophe broke McAfee's heart. The situation was made even more difficult by the fact that his brother's house had to be quarantined to prevent the spread of terrifying diphtheria. People were unable to go inside to express their condolences, and the family could not be permitted to leave the house to attend funeral services. McAfee sat up very late, praying and pondering what he could say in a sermon the following Sunday, and what kind of music he could compose to bring comfort to the family and the congregation. The wonderful hymn presented in this story was the outcome of his meditation. The choir learned the new song at their regular Saturday evening practice. From there, they went to the quarantined home of the Howard McAfee family and sang the new hymn at the darkened house. They also shared the song with the congregation at the communion service the following day. Scripture noted with this song is Psalm 145:18. The Lord is near to all who call upon him. It has been more than a century since McAfee penned the words of this hymn, yet Christians today find them as comforting as did the people of that earlier time. He found that unexpected problems or crises may come into our lives. This is the message expressed in the song told about in this story. We too need a place of rest, a place of comfort, where all is joy and peace. Reflect on the words on the screen as the piano plays this hymn.
Thank you for listening to The Story Behind the Hymn with Faye Wheeler. This is a Presbypod production of Aunt Betty's Studios, a ministry of First Presbyterian Church, Carson City.